Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk about coping with suicidal thoughts and just some of my thoughts on that subject. You know, one of the keys that I've realized in keeping good mental health is making sure your ups and downs aren't wild. Um, that as soon as you get into a bad mental health space or, um, as soon as you're triggered, that you don't immediately go into feeling suicidal or having suicidal ideations. Um, I call this, keeping your mental health, in a 0 to 40 range instead of going from 0 to 100. Where 0 is good mental health space, 40 is okay, and 100 is, suicidal thoughts. And I think the key to keeping yourself in that 0 to 40 is really doing preventative measures and taking care of yourself. So, two ways that I do this. The first is self awareness and reflection. Um, Taking some time, however often you can, to think about, what's going good, what's not going good, what are some things that are bothering you. Um, if there's something you want to change in your life, how can you make that change or how can you improve on it? Um, you know, only us as individuals know ourselves. And so part of this game is really um, learning yourself, learning your brain, learning your body, um, and taking the time to really listen to yourself. The second thing I would say is, have a space where you can talk about your feelings. Um, I think that so many of us go through our weeks or months, um, and we don't necessarily talk about our feelings or the things that are going on. Um, During the week, you might be so go, go, go with work and then coming home and having to cook dinner and then, watching, a TV show to decompress and then you're going to sleep. And then even on the weekends, even when you're seeing friends, it's like you're seeing friends in a joyful atmosphere, like you're getting dinner with them, and you don't want to bring up, um, negative things, or you don't want to burden them, or I mean, honestly, in those moments, you're happy, and so you don't really need to maybe necessarily go over what's going on in your life, but um, having a space, there's multiple ways to do that. Obviously, first is professional help. Um, if there's something that's consistently causing your mental health to be bad, I think therapy can be a very useful tool. Um, Especially if you've faced a trauma of any sort, sexual assault, abusive relationship, bad breakup, negative self esteem. A trained psychologist can give you ways to cope and ways to change your perspective on getting into better headspaces. Um, and the other thing they can do is they can also have the wherewithal to be able to psychoanalyze, for example, maybe because you've been in an abusive relationship, anytime someone forces you to do something that triggers you, right? And that might even go into your friendships, your professional life, or whatever. And, a psychologist letting you know that creates more self awareness for you so that the next time, a friend uses forceful language or a boss uses forceful language, you can have the wherewithal to know that because of past experiences in my life, I'm getting triggered, but I understand that this is a different situation, and that, or even have the conversation with, a friend or a boss. Maybe can you not use forceful language? Um, if you're not able to see a therapist, I would definitely recommend a friend. And I think if that's not possible, worst case scenario, just journal. And I guess that's pretty much it. I just really think, for all of us out there that deal with mental health issues, it's just important to continue to keep them in that 0 to 40 range rather than the 0 to 100. I think if you do see yourself getting in the 0 to 100 often, I think it is important for you to seek some sort of help, and improve on that, and figure out tools and mechanisms to deal with that better. Thank you, guys.